Okay, in this third challenge, we're to put the first name here, the last name here, and now we've got to separate this. So I'm going to change this text to something I know how it works, just because I know how many characters it is. Okay? And if we were to look at this, we would see, let's see, we would see that if you look at this, character 1, if we look at Tim Tewald, you would see that this is the first, second, and third character. Okay? And that I'm going to exaggerate here for visual that this is the fourth character. And this is the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th character. 0 by itself just meaning 10. Okay? So what we want is everything starting at the left up to the space. Right? Now what is the last name? Well, we'd start at the right until we got to the space. Kind of makes sense. So you could describe mathematically, my name is from here to there, right? Or you could describe it from here to here. In other words, how long is my name? 10 characters, right? Makes sense? Where is the space? That gives us what? 10 minus 4, right? And if we look at the, now if we look at the first name, it would be equal to something like this. This is pseudocode. This is for you to understand, not for Excel, right? If I started at the left edge, right, and I took where the space is minus 1 characters, what would I get? I'd get T, I, and M. Space is equal to the fourth character, right? And then, 1, 2, 3, it'd be the first 3 characters. Or, wherever that space is, minus 1, would be the first name. Okay? We'll make this clear in a moment. So, there is a command called search. Returns the number of the character at which the specific character or text string is first found, reading from left to right. It is not case sensitive. Again, if I click on the double click it, I can see how it works. Okay. So here with this little demo, in A2, they searched for an E, and actually, let's see, did they put the answer down below? Yeah, I'm going to leave that off for a second. So what text do I want to find? I want to find a space. How do I denote a space? Yep. Where is that text? Well, it's my name, which is in cell A2. Right? Now, start number, the following field could be if I wanted to start further. 4. Okay? If I change this to, see, the space occurs somewhere else on that name. But for easy math in my head, I'm using one that I've done so I know where the space is. Okay? So that's those first 4 characters. Now, if I go into the functions and I look at text functions, there's a funny function called left. Returns the specified number of characters from the start of the string. A string being a name. So there we go. Equals left. The text is here. Okay? I'm going to go comma 6 because I just want to show you what happens. 6 characters. What do you think I will show? Start from the left and give me the 6 characters. What do you get? T. Then what? I. We're starting from the left edge. The whole name. All of Tim Tewald is the string. T-I-M space T-E. See? Not what we want for the assignment, but we're just kind of playing. I like to play with the command and see if I understand it before I try and make it work, because if I don't get it, I don't get it. Okay? Well, now, if I put 3 in, that would be handy, but the problem is when I fill this down, look what happens. Everybody's got to have a 3-character name. What should I have done? Instead of 3, what could I put? How about this E2 cell? And then what? Leave it like that? That looks pretty good, okay? But I'm actually going to tweak your answer just a little bit. It's E2 minus 1. I don't want the space added to it. Then you'd have to log in TIM spacebar. People get really confused when you make space part of the login or pass. Okay? Now I'm going to fill down. Oh, I haven't done this equation. See? Clarita, it's there. Okay? So that takes care of the first name. So I can take these, fill down, take these, fill down, right? H-O-L-L-I-S, right? We're getting all the right things. Okay? I don't really care about anything but the first one, because if I get that right, then I can always fill down. But they're working. Questions on that? So what do we have? We have left, the cell we're going to, and then this wherever space was found using the search command, minus 1. What was the search command? Search for a space, comma, what cell are you looking in? A2, A3. So these are big ones that you want to write down. You know, I mean, it's equal to search. Well, because I don't want to end up with 4 characters in the first name. Later, if I have to concatenate that, then Tim will be spelled T-I-M space. But if I'm going first name, last name, first name, I'll end up with an extra. So it's just more accurate. Yeah, it says only give me the first 3 characters. Give me everything but the space is what it says. Okay. To get the last name, I need to know something else. How would you know what my last name is equal to? Last name, if you started at the right edge, when would you stop? How would you calculate it? If you knew you were right here on this character, how as a math computer could you calculate where this letter is? 10th spot, that's the T on the far right, but where is this one? Except I don't know it's the 5th. I'd have to search each character. Then I'd have to know what character to search for. but the names keep changing. What does it come after? The space, right? So I could say it's something to do with the right edge, right? Start at the right edge up to the space character. Kind of a loose thought there. So I look at the commands again, and there is a text command called len. Len returns the length, the number of characters in that string. It's a very simple function. You just simply do length with the text. In other words, length A2. So I'm going to put length, the whole name, A2, boom. And if I go like this and fill down, you can see it's counting all these different ones. Okay. Now I'm going to use a command called write. Works just like left. Returns the specified number of characters from the end of a text string. So write, followed by the string, comma, 3. And my question is, why did it do this? I put a 3 there. Why did I get ALT? 1, 2, 3, right? Starting. So I got the 10th character, the 9th, and the 8th. Right? But where did we say the last name really is? How can we get this number? Yeah, if I took the length subtracted by the space, right? 1, 2, 3, my last name does have 6 characters, correct? So 10 minus 4 equals that 6. So D2 minus E2, in other words, the length minus where the space is. Boom. Fill that down, and look what's happening. We've now pulled these names apart. Okay? So we're able to take a whole name, dissect it where the space is. To find that, we use the search command. And that less 1 was able to give us that first name. The last name was found by using the length minus the space and using the write string command. Now this works well as long as we don't get any juniors or anything with other spaces. Or if you had a hyphenated name or you had 4 names, then we'd have to change the programming. This assumes a first name and a last name. Actually, in any type of data, the programmer always has to make assumptions. These are the rules. On a calculator, you can only enter certain digits, so many characters, or whatever it is. Okay? So that's kind of a limit of programming. Then we got to change the program if we want to deal with more variables. Okay. Questions on this? Okay. I'll stop the tutorial and give it a go.